It's a whole lot of blessings up in here. Hey, hey, what's up, Soul Tribe? Hey, happy birthday, Emma. It's your birthday. Hey, hey, watch this. If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Go, Emma. Hey, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Emma.
If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Go, Emma.
Hey, hey, happy birthday, Emma. Hey, hey, happy birthday, Emma. Hey, it's a whole lot of blessings up in here. Yeah, it's a whole lot of blessings up in here. Hey, I'm feeling good in my spirit. Hey, hey, it's a whole lot of blessings up in here. Hey, hey, now you get tested up in here. Hey, 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 now you get tested up in here. Hey, there's a whole lot of blessings up in here. Hey, if it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Happy birthday, Emma. Hey, what's up, Soul Tribe? Hey, hey, and we do it for the Soul Tribe. Hey, and we do it for the Soul Tribe. Hey, it's a whole lot of blessings up in here. Hey, it's a whole lot of blessings up in here. Hey, you gon' feel good over here. Hey, you gon' feel good over here. Hey, yeah, it's a whole lot of blessings over here. Hey, hey, you gon' get tested over here. Hey, but it's a whole lot of blessings over here. Hey, the elemental beings. Hey, if it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise.
Go,
If it's
Emma.
your birthday, make some noise.
Go, Emma.
Hey, hey, we're having a party with you over here, Emma. It's your birthday. We're gonna celebrate you. Everybody say happy birthday to Emma. Hey, hey, hey,
Emma, I love my family.
hey, hey, and we do it for the Soul Tribe. Hey, we do this for the Soul Tribe. Hey, it's a whole lot of blessings over here. Hey, hey, you gonna learn some lessons over here.
Hey, Shell.
Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Hey. 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 What's up, Dragon? Hey. Hey. We do this for the Soul Tribe. Hey. Hey. We do this for the Soul Tribe. We do it for the Soul Tribe. Hey. We do it for the Soul Tribe. Hey. 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 Sing "Die with a Smile." She said, look it up. We'll look it up later. We had too much fun for your birthday, girl. We turned all the way up for you. What's up, tribe? Hope you guys are doing well, in good energy, good spirits. I ain't gonna lie, Auntie a little tired. We've been ripping and running, but nevertheless, we are here. I feel good though. I feel like very good energy. I feel like this is gonna be a great message, an inspirational message. I feel like, if you don't want to hear nothing good, this might not be the message for you, because I feel like greatness is going to come out because work is being done. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are actually doing things they don't feel like doing right now. I feel like, the last couple of days we've been speaking about procrastination. So I feel like, the spirit of procrastination has been moved. Sometimes it takes your tribe to speak about it so it can be moved, so you can recognize it, right? You ever hear somebody say something, you be like, okay, that resonates, right? I see what's going on here. So then you start to realign yourself and you start moving differently, and then things, they become easier. They become better for you. So I feel like it's good energy for you guys, for us as a collective. Why? Because we have chosen to do the work. We have chosen to, not give up, keep going, fighting when it gets hard, knowing when not to fight, because that was half of the battle right there. A lot of us, we didn't understand that, we didn't really understand that the battle was spiritual. So we would get into, worldly fights, fleshly fights with people when it's the same spirit that chased us our whole lives, right? You ever date somebody, right? And, Usher said it best. You remind me of a girl that I once knew, right? It's the spirit, right? That's why they say try the spirit by the spirit. You ever been in an entanglement with a dirty spirit? Okay, and it's like, you can keep moving on and moving on and moving on, but it's like, that spirit is in every person, and you begin to think, why do I keep attracting the same person? Well, that dirty spirit is in you too, right? So I feel like, a lot of us are understanding that it's not a fleshly fight, it is spiritual. So we're picking and choosing our battles. We're learning when not to answer the phone. We're walking away from things that no longer serve us. So I feel like good energy.
I was laughing over here because I felt, sometimes I feel the collective energy strong. And I just want to say, you might be feeling like an urge to really speak your mind. And like, because I'm seeing somebody, you probably like engaging on comments, you real confident in the way you feel, but it's so much ridiculous shit that goes across the screen that it can tempt you, right? People and strolling on social media, it's just a lot of ridiculous concepts. Like it's like they got AI, they got exaggerated memes, they got AI, they got AI doing what we do.
Tons of false information.
They got AI
Yeah,
doing what we
they
do.
do.
Like no lie, like they tapping it with their download with AI and everything, right? So I'm just saying, like, I know you might feel a need to get somebody a piece of your mind, right, and speak, but just contemplate what you doing, cause some shit not worth it. Like I mean, sometimes you see things and you might want to respond online. I'm feeling strongly online, right? Hold on. I thought this came out.
What, babe?
This here. You won't need this to be in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
This
Man.
box better than the box he was held in. I'm
Right.
already in the outer. I call him daddy like Dowders. He
What
like
the
it
hell
when
happened,
I
y'all?
jump.
I don't know. That's so wild.
Yo, that's absolutely crazy.
Hold on, y'all. We had some technical difficulties right here, but we're on the East Coast, so it is 9:26 p.m. over here.
Okay.
Yep. So 9:26 here on the East Coast.
Yes. Sorry about that. We was disconnected. Interference. Yeah, just be tactful about what you do. Don't respond to everything. Some things is better left unsaid. Right? Like at this point you shouldn't be having to justify yourself to nobody.
Yeah.
If you still going through that, there's probably a need for a level up. Cause like we should be so far beyond that you know. All right, so I got this Akashic record deck, and we're gonna see what's going on with the record decade. My Akashic record decade.
Let's see what we got over here. Ooh,
All right.
I like that. Okay. Ooh. Uh-oh. Somebody might have some good plans for the weekend, I'm saying. Somebody could be linking with somebody for this weekend. You could be going on a date after a long time, okay, or something like that. We got surprise and link. Or maybe there could be, like, I don't know, you could go somewhere and surprise, let's link up. I don't know, something like that, y'all.
Nah, so it's easy.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
upright with the oracles tonight.
I don't know. There could be someone. We got surprise and link, and then we got the 9 of swords in the reverse here. So I don't know. There could be someone. You could I don't know. Someone's trying to even set you up on like a surprise date. Someone could be even trying to get you to go on like a dating show or something like that, or I don't know, something like that. But you could be in the energy of still not ready to really be in a relationship because of some kind of guilt, some kind of life trauma or something like that. Okay. You could be feeling like very intense feelings or something like that. But it says you may be surprised. The bond of love grows stronger over time. I don't know. You could be like turning someone down, but maybe this person won't get away. Sometimes when God sends something, that thing just doesn't go away. You remember I was talking about a lot of people always ask me and my husband, well, how do you hear God, right? It's like that voice that's inside of you that just doesn't go away, right? It's something like that you could be feeling right now. Like, it's this little voice in your head telling you that it's okay to love again, telling you that it's okay to have new friends, telling you that it's okay to, accept what is being given to you right now, right? Because I feel like so many of us, we are so used to people stealing from us, using us, abusing us. When people want to come around and truly love on us, we don't know how to take it. We want to reject it. It's hard for us to receive and accept real decent love because we're always looking at, all right, what you about to do next? Like, you know what I'm saying? If someone does something good, human, in our human nature, we expect something bad afterwards, and it's a bad trait we have, and I feel like Spirit is wanting you to know that you don't have to you don't have to live in your past regrets. You don't have to have these intense feelings of being nervous about moving forward in this department, because I feel like a lot of you guys have already move forward in your spiritual journey, right? You're already doing that, but some of you guys are like really, it's like even cringy for you guys when we even mention divine partnerships and relationships, because you've been hurt so bad in the past that it's like kind of cringe when you hear that. And I'm sad about it because, I'm talking about, I see the souls of some people that are so beautiful on the inside. It's crazy for you not to have love. It's crazy for you not to be in a divine partnership. It's crazy for you to even, have to have a scar that's so bad that makes you feel like, you don't even want to test that water again. But Spirit is saying that someone needs to let go of this energy because you are deserving of this. Like, it's your birthright. Seriously?
You know, this right here is kind of odd because it says wonderful, continuous learning, and reassesses, right? And this is kind of showing me you, collective energy, right? Wonderful, continuous learning. But then we got a Ten of Cups over here in reverse to the Ace of Wands in reverse, and a footnote on the Ten of Cups: dissipation, pity, quietness, waste, arguments, and disunity. And you know what I really feel with this? The fact that you enlightening yourself is causing problems. It could be Ten of Cups is family issues, first of all. Or it could be relationship, marital. It's issues, right? It's you have reassessed certain things, you're learning. It's wonderful energy. But it's a Ten of Cups to an Ace of Wands in reverse, and that is an energy that's working against you. It's in where it says pity and quietness. I want to express something to you, Chosen. When you're doing good and you learning and God is working with you, right, that's personal, right? So even if you connected to a partner, right, you cannot be in an energy of pity for them. The reason being, everybody has a decision to make. You can't make a decision for anybody else. So if you link to somebody and it seems like they moving in a different direction, if you in a marriage, that's a union. So it's imperative that first of all, if you in a marriage, it can't be predicated upon what they doing. If they move in that direction, you gotta let them move. You gotta move in that direction, because and this wonderful and continuous learning is breeding a contemptuous element, and I see it because people they will show you contempt just for your learning, just for the energy that's wonderful around you. People begin to have disdain towards you, right? And some of that, it causes pity in you, right? And then it's causing quietness, and it's a need to speak up. Even if you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter. Whatever the case may be, it's a need to speak up in this energy because quietness is not going to get nothing done. Arguments and disunity. And I feel like this is an energy that probably starts up with you. Ten of Cups in reverse. So maybe people want to pick fights with you, right? Could be. I'm feeling that. And maybe you could feel that. And that's why I was saying at the beginning of this that somebody wants to respond to something, right? If you know that there's an energy over there that's waiting for your response, waiting on it, right? Why not just let it be left on red? Let that energy wait. Don't ever respond to it, because the minute you begin to respond to somebody that's trying to bait you in, you lose ground. They gain momentum. The spirit gain momentum against you, the person, whatever it may be, right? Don't leave some things unsaid, right? Arguing is not going to get you nowhere. Particularly if you arguing with an energy that's moving that way and you moving this way. And you know that. You have assessed that, right? Look, you have assessed it. It says reassesses. So you have reassessed life. You see that, but perhaps, one energy is moving that way and you moving this way. Maybe you're in a dilemma like, well, how do I work this out? keep moving in the direction you moving, and then let God work it out. Because if you lean to your own understanding, you're gonna confuse the process. Is what they saying.
Come on.
All right, that's it. I'm tap out that energy real quick.
Okay. So I got indication here. I have yes, and then I have the 8 of coins in the reverse. Somebody, I don't know if you have asthma. Somebody could have asthma or something. You could be needing a new pump inhaler. Yeah, you could be needing a new inhaler. Okay. Your bronchitis could be acting up.
Hay fever.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. But indication is here. So I feel like, I don't know, Spirit is indicating something to you. God is indicating something to you. You know, over here in this energy is crazy because when he was talking, I almost wondered, you know, if maybe the kind of, I almost want to say, maybe destructive energy that he was speaking in regards to, if it could be us. Right? You know, I feel like there's some indications here, some things that, you know, God is really trying to reveal, really trying to show us. And maybe, you know, sometimes God is like giving you all the signs. Remember, there was somebody in the Bible, right? And I believe, like, God literally had to set something on fire for them to believe.
Oh, you talking about when Moses? I think that's when Moses was dealing with the prophets of Baal.
You know?
And he had to make the altar catch on fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, Moses had to use his staff to turn into a snake when he was dealing with the Pharaoh, right?
Yeah.
It's like God just
That's
keeps
the same incident.
yeah. It's like God just has to, you know, it's like somebody just wants God to do miracle after miracle. It's like show me sign after sign. And it's like at some point it's just, when are you just gonna believe and not look for anything else to come? Is what I'm almost feeling like, you know. Even when it comes down to love, I feel like there's someone, and you know, you are so worthy to be loved, but I feel like you're blocking out what God wants you to have almost. Like, you know how we get into that energy, like, no new friends. I ain't getting into no relationships. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And I noticed that, you know, anytime in my life, so I'm just going to try to give some wisdom. Anytime in my life where I was like, no, this is the way I want things to go. Baby, God had a total different plan for my life. And so you could be realizing this, or you could be failing to realize this, and this could be hindering and causing blockages and delays. Because remember, we have the 8 of coins here in the reverse. So this is the energy of like when things are just repetitive, you're not delivering your best. You know, this is like all work and no play. This is a boring energy. It's complacent. It's scattered, you know. This is an energy that doesn't represent the Most High, because remember, God is not a God of confusion. And this energy is confusing. Someone's like, you know, your mind could be all over the place. You know, trying to figure out what's next. But God says you don't have to worry about what's next. Just keep doing, right? Something about that. Well, we got yes. Trust your intuition. So it's very important for you to trust your intuition right now. It's some things that you keep asking questions about, but you already know the answer. It's like, how many times do I got to give you the same answer and over and over again? You ever know how, like, you tell a child, your child ever asks you something, right? And you be like, your child be like, oh, Mom, can you take me to go get some ice cream tomorrow? And you be like, yeah. And they be like, Mom, can you take me to go get some ice cream tomorrow? And you be like, yeah. Mom, can you take me to get some ice cream? I already told you 5 times. By this time, I'm like, this is me. This is how my reaction after 5 times. I'm like, yo, I already told you 20 times ago that I was taking you to get the ice cream. You know? Think about God like that, you know? Think about us when we keep asking for the same things over and over. That's good. Someone that can already see everything that you need. See, some of those things that you don't need, you think you need them, but God says you don't need some of the things you keep asking for. That's why it's not that you're being rejected. It's not that you're not being heard. You're asking for things that you don't truly need. No they are not a part of your plan, your purpose, or your highest calling. Because some of you guys are waiting for things that would totally take you out of alignment if you got them right now. Yeah. See, some people don't understand. If you got the amount of finances and material that you wanted, it would separate you so far from where you are right now. See, because you don't understand. Imagine having, imagine going to sleep today, right? With nothing, and then waking up tomorrow and having everything. You would blow it all in a day. Why? Because you wouldn't know what to do with it, right? So just understand that it's not that you're forsaken. It's not that you can't be heard. It's that some of these things you're asking for, they don't even go. They're not even according to your purpose or your plan. And because you don't know what's best for you, but God does, you don't understand sometimes.
Wow. And you know what? Complete alignment. I'm thanking God. Thank God for covenant.
I'm thanking the Lord. Amen.
I'm thanking the Lord. Amen. This right here coincides with all of that, wifey. It says, let go, relax, and pay attention, right? Let go, relax, and pay attention. And then you got 6 of Swords to the Queen of Cups. And you know what that's saying? You got to, first of all, realize letting go to the 6 of Swords is a way that's been made for you. Right? Maybe you don't see it. Maybe you already there. Maybe you was moved away from imminent danger already. Whatever it may be that you worried about, I feel, right? I feel Spirit is saying, let it go and relax and pay attention, because you can never see what's coming toward you if you always in back of you.
Right.
You got to keep your mind and your focus forward. Every time you look back and get distracted back, it's impossible to see what's in front of you. And that's when evil come to distract you the most, when you coming into something that's for you, 6 of Swords. That's when evil come and throw a distraction to get you to look back. Because when you look back, you can't see what's going, you done missed the opportunity. And this Queen of Cups says, the footnote, peep this, be open to receive healing and nurturing that you need. You have to let go of somebody, and you have to relax and pay attention, because it's a process, right? And this process, it don't have anything to do with your emotions. If you're looking to feel it, right? God say right now you're on the wrong path. It's not about what you feel. It's about, first of all, it's about you having gratitude for what God has given you. I'm going to give you that. Don't even go nowhere else. First of all, it's about gratitude, because I feel through gratitude, you can receive revelation. You can receive clarity, right? It's not about money. It's not about finance. Even if you're doing bad right now, let it go, right? Do bad with dignity. Truthfully, you don't really gotta, if you have favorable people in your energy, ask them for help. But if you don't ask nobody for help. You don't got to. Even if you're doing bad, and the reason why is because God will bring you help his way. If you know that you feel like, man, I always gotta go to somebody for help, right? And God said make an adjustment. You make the adjustment, but the money didn't show up yet. That's the test. It's a test that the universe is giving you, right? If you make the adjustment that God is telling you to make in your heart, and you resist the urge to go back down that energy,
Listen.
it comes, that's what I feel. Like somebody, you're looking back and you missing the mark every time. You being distracted. And I feel like it's a lack of finances. And I feel like it's not even financial lack. I feel like what it is somebody, you overspend. First of all, you get your money, is a frivolous breakdown. You here, you here. You don't even need to be there. That's $30. You there. You don't even need to be there. That's $50, right? Your money breaking down funny, right? Minor habits, small little idiosyncrasies, addictions, different things that people be connected to, smoking, whatever it may be, right? All right. All of these things, right? Outside of those, let's consider them your expenses, right? Let's say that they're your expenses. Now, let's say that that's leading you to have to be like, bro, let me hold $25 until next payday, right? And you find yourself at this place again and again. And then you get your money and you do. Then God says, okay, make an adjustment. So you fall back, you stop, right? And you still find yourself asking for $25, right? You on the hinge of a breakthrough because things shouldn't go that way, right? But they should, because that's the process. It's always a test inside when you about to bring something into fruition, you're gonna have to be tested, right? You changing a rhythm, and that's not easy to do. So hold fast and let go. Relax. Pay attention, right? God is preserving somebody. Pay attention to that. Be grateful for the preservation that God has given you, right? And you can receive. Queen of Cups.
You know, it's crazy. When he was over here speaking, I was like, God is so, wow. You know, God just gave me this vision. And what he was saying was so deep. You know, it brought me back to a story that most of you guys are familiar with. You know, when he kept saying, don't look back, all I could think about, you know, he also said that God will send in help, right? God will send in help and don't look back. Remember the story about Lot's wife? Remember how God sent in the angel to save them from Sodom and Gomorrah, right? But his wife decided to look back when he told him, when God said, don't look back. And what happened when she looked back? She turned into a pillar of salt, right? Because she didn't have faith. She didn't believe. She was so worried about what was going on behind her when God said, you have to go forward. So it's very important that we speak about this right now. Someone needs to know that, like, you know, looking back could really cost you everything.
You know what? It's so powerful that Spirit spoke that out of you right now, because as you were speaking it, I was like, that's a very harsh one. You know, when you were speaking it.
Yeah.
But then God was saying, because what you're defining is what happens when we break covenant. What happened with Lot's wife, it wasn't that she was disobedient. She broke a strong covenant.
Well, she also had a lack of faith.
Right. When you have a lack of faith is one thing, right? And that's true. A lack of faith. But when you break covenant, it's different. See, the covenant was, you know what was happening behind them,
right,
that they wasn't supposed to see? Let me tell you. Thank you, Spirit. If you look on Google and you Google Sodom and Gomorrah, right, they'll show you exactly what happened. It still stands today.
So
It's a whole city burnt to sulfur, right? The sulfur is so unique that it's no other sulfur that burns like it in the world. But what was happening behind them was supernatural destruction that the 3D wasn't supposed to behold. It was a strong covenant. She turned around, turned to a pillar of salt, right? She turned to exactly what was happening behind her.
Destruction.
Everything was happening was turning into salt, right? So that's a testament about breaking covenant and looking behind you, because I'm saying that because this Six of Swords is probably a covenant that God established with you.
Right. And even if you just look at the part of that story where God sent in help before she even turned into a pillar of salt, he sent the angels there to come get them, right?
Yeah.
So help was there. It wasn't, you know, sometimes, so I want someone to understand help is there for us sometimes, right? It's there, right? It's available. But we have to move a certain way. And if we don't, then you feel the backlash from the move that we make. You feel what happens when we don't go the right way. You know, it's not that we always just, oh, I'm not saying we're gonna transition. We're not, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna turn into salt. What I'm saying is you're gonna feel the consequence of the actions that you take.
And you know what was happening behind them? The same thing that's happening behind you.
Come on now.
And you know what was happening? God was slaying giants. That was the destruction of the Nephilim that was happening. In Sodom and Gomorrah, it was a destruction of a miscreant. It was Nephilim, and it was women who had ultimately became what's known as fairies to give birth to the giants. That destruction was happening behind them. So I want you to look at your life and know that behind you, it's the same type of supernatural destruction. It's a lot of giants being destroyed in your wake, right? Don't think people, think spirits. Could involve people, spirit, be honest. Like, you know, it could be people too. I mean, because, you know, people have made their own bones out here, right? Spiritually, I mean, you know. So, but nevertheless, behind you, I feel like it's giants being disposed of. So don't look back and link back with it, right? Don't be Lot's wife.
Okay. So we got illusion here. We got tree in the reverse. And then we have the 3 of Wands. So I don't know. There it says, tell the tree what you really think. So I don't know. There's something in your core, your roots, your root chakra could be bound. There could be someone trying to hold you to something that you don't want to be held to, against your will, something like that. Trying to get you involved into something that you don't want to be involved in. Okay? And guess what? It's crazy because it says avoid the trap of mistaking fantasy for real soul connection. And I feel like this is a friend. I don't even feel like this is like no love interest. I feel like this is a friend, a business deal, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's an illusion somewhere. Okay? I don't know if someone's trying to, like, you know, what do they call it? You know, like sometimes people will try to suck you in like they love you so that they can set you up to do things for you. And I know it's crazy because we do have to use our discernment because, you know, we are people that are trying to live a certain way and we have to embrace humanity. So we don't want to walk around feeling like everybody's out to get us, but we also have to, we have to use our discernment. Some people is out here to get you.
Hey.
And then some people are out here to love you. I mean, you gotta be able to have a strong enough mind and discernment to not get tricked like you did the last time. Because they said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, now it's a shame on me. So now it's time for us to use the discernment that God gave us and really meditate. Hold up. Does this pay? Look at the things people doing. Are they
You know
really
what?
for me? If you pay attention, you'll be able to see.
You know what? As you speaking, just to slip in, Spirit just gave me something relevant. You know how you can tell when people are for you? Because there's a lot of that going on. By the level of commitment that they show you.
Come on.
Even in little teeny matters.
Come on.
Like, can they commit to a time?
Because you're committed to the commitment.
Like, let's just say they pick you up from work with your vehicle, Spirit says, by the way. Right? And
I've been there, y'all.
they don't show up to get you, right? Spirit says you have to begin to look at that as a person that's moving energetically away from
That's
you.
real.
Right?
Like-
It's complex because if you married to somebody like that, it requires an exuberant amount of patience and wisdom, right? Because why? Marriage is a covenant.
Yeah.
But if you're not married to somebody like that, you might want to find an exit route. Because if a person doesn't show you commitment in the smallest things, they not for you. Forget the big commitment.
Yeah.
It's the little thing. It's the small. It's like, for instance, you want to go to the store, right? And if they never willing to go to the store with you, you have to question their level of commitment.
Right.
Why? Because a person of commitment, right, that's really honest about levels of commitment, they know, let me go ahead and go to the store with them, sit in here for a few ticks, see what's going on, you know, whether I like it or not, right? Why? Because people who understand commitment, they understand this degree I'm giving. People that's non-committal, the littlest shit, they'll say on payday, can I borrow $160, please? I just need $160, right? And you will give it to them, boom, right? Everything be cool. And you will say, listen, I need you to be so-and-so at 2 p.m. And I know you ain't doing nothing. And I know it's right down the street from your house. All you really got to do is walk down there and meet the man for me. And they won't even do it, right? And then they'll be like, oh, I forgot, right? This kind of person, energetically, right, you got to consider. Because I'm telling you.
I just picked up like Tommy off of Mari. You know, Tommy was always busy, but we ain't never see Tommy go to work. Right? It's like, why are you always busy when it comes to me, but I never see you really engaging in any, activities, real activities. But you know, these people duck out when it's time to be accountable for you.
You heard me.
You know.
Man, that's
But we got tree in the reverse, so I don't know, something about your roots. Like, don't let anything bind you again. I don't know. I feel like I need to say again because you know it's crazy. I feel like something's trying to spin a block here. That's what I just heard. Something's trying to bust a U-turn. Yeah, skirt. Yeah, something's trying to bust a U-turn. Some kind of spirit, some kind of bad behavior, some kind of person.
But it's a whole U-turn energy
Yeah.
out here, though. Like,
Yeah, it's like something trying to come back around. This could even be like your own negative thoughts. You know how like, you know, you work so hard to get your mind to where it is now, and then that energy be trying to come in.
it's a trap.
You know? Right? You know, especially when God give you something, that energy try to come in, make you feel like you don't deserve it, like you stole something. You know what I'm saying? Like you done stole something that God done gave you. We can't be in that energy.
No.
Okay?
Don't allow it.
Because the Three of Wands is here. Spirit says you've manifested these dreams. We manifest and do less stressing. We pray to God, we get his blessings. It's time for pleasure, traveling. There's big developments here. You know? It's like a lot of work, a lot of love, you know, a level up. There's progression in the energy.
I like the Three of Wands.
You know, the Three of Wands is like when you can see that shit coming in. Now, you can only see what's coming in when you know you don't put something out. You ever like imagine this. Imagine putting $1 in the vending machine, but your cookies are only 50 cents. You're gonna wait for that change to come out,
Yeah,
right?
it's coming out.
So it's like when you put something in,
You gotta know it's
expect
coming
something.
out.
There it is. Whoop. I'm seeing someone with a sun visor on. I don't know if someone got a sun visor. Did you
Hey.
wear a sun visor today?
Hey, you just gave him Sunday service. That was Sunday service reaching the deeper section. Yeah, let's say hallelujah, right? Because you was like, you just was like, if you put that $1 in that vending machine and it costs 50 cents, you gonna wait for that 50 cents to come out.
You gonna shake the machine
But
if
you
it
know
don't.
what?
You know we'll start getting the shaking and stuff.
The
Vending
more
machine
you
owners
learn-
don't like that.
The more you look at the universe like that, the more you get out of
Mm-hmm.
it. It take that level of knowing. Because if that 50 cent don't come out, you gonna bang the machine.
That's what I'm
Boom.
saying.
Like, what's going on?
Right, you
But,
want that change.
but do you know that the universe is designed to respond like that too? Much like a change.
No.
Much like a vending machine.
You heard me? Because imagine when you was a kid and you didn't have no money for the vending machine, you would go press it, but nothing comes out. And you don't really expect shit because you ain't putting nothing in there. But you just pressing it just to see
Anyway,
if something gonna fall.
but some people do life like
Yeah,
that,
you know,
though.
that's what I'm saying. I'm
just
just gonna
press
press it and see.
But you get lucky sometime, and the soda might roll down, right? Sometime.
Come
right?
on now.
You know, sometime.
You heard me.
Shit. But
Might have somebody cook crack and stuck up in there. You gotta put your hand up in there and get out the metal piece. You might be out. You know, some days you be lucky, but most days you can't expect nothing back.
the U-turn energy is an illusion, right? I feel like we at a late stage right now. We at an early stage, but a stage far too late for people to be making U-turns. It's like, if you roll past me at this point, keep moving. Like, I got things to do.
Skirt on 22s. You might have 22-inch rims or something. Skirt. I keep hearing skirt.
Uh-oh. Somebody's showing their age already. I'ma spin until it's gone.
I was thinking gator boots with the big fly Gucci's.
We got our compassion, responsibility, and right direction. So somebody, I feel God is telling you it's your responsibility to let that compassion flow through you, right? This is putting you in the right direction. All right. So I feel like somebody, you might be in a tight situation right now, and you might be asking God, how can this situation be? Right? You might actually be manifesting your situation into a place where it's becoming increasingly impossible to bear. But I want you to know this is also you doing this too, right? Because no situation that you in is that bad, right? Somebody saying, you don't know about my situation. I'm stuck in it, right? But you're not stuck. Because movement in the 3D, it starts as above spiritually, right? So let's just say, okay, thank you, Spirit. This is for somebody in a marriage, right? You're in a marriage. Listen to this. This is for you. All right. You have to realize that the power that you dealing with during this enlightenment process is so transformative that you could be looking at your spouse like, this is not the person that I'm aligned with, right? We different. We not, but let me tell you something, they are. You know why? Because marriage is a covenant. It's a mirroring reflection, right? No matter what you say or how you draw it up, right? Marriage is a covenant that's a mirroring reflection. So, right? When you're looking at a person and you know God is enlightening you, he's enlightening them too. But your resistance to who they are is blocking you from understanding what they can become through your connection. You can manifest the person of your dreams right out of the person that you got disdain for right now, if you really got a connection. Now, this ain't for the faint of heart, because you really got to be connected. You can't be a person that's keep looking at love as if you looking at the shit that celebrities do and wondering why your marriage don't weigh up to all of the strolling you doing. It's because you comparison to something. Your comparison is non-relative. You comparing your relationship to 1,000 people's lives that you don't have anything to do with. You can't get a proper measurement. And that can make a person move away from you as well. Like, man, this person don't even, I'm not a, see,
No sense of reality.
yeah, right, you know? So, first of all, drop the delusions of grandeur. And you got to work with what you got, because that's for whoever in a covenant, right? Covenant, all right? Now, for you who not in a covenant, you on a fence, you're in a relationship, right? Whatever your decision is, Spirit is saying, compassion is a responsibility. You spent time with this person, right? You share different energies with this particular person. So maybe God is moving you in a place, and maybe you see that y'all not gonna make it, and nobody's really willing, really, no commitment. Okay, even in your breaking away, because I see something happening. I see a King of Swords to a Six of Swords. So, and I don't want this to be ugly, because King of Swords to the Six of Swords can be somebody, look, I'm out of here. This is what it is. I'm gone, right? So be tactful in your strategy, right? Somebody, I feel like maybe you had enough. Maybe somebody not willing to change. Okay, but even all in all, it's your duty to be compassionate, so you can preserve your connection that you have. I feel like Spirit really rock with somebody. And I feel like Spirit rock with you because you rock with Spirit the way you do. So you in the right direction. Just adhere to your responsibility. Be compassionate in your endeavors. Yep.
You could be in the reserves.
Okay.
I just picked that up. But I like these cards right here. I got strength. Okay. Strength. Barrier. And justice. You could be a Libra that I'm talking to. Okay. But I feel like with this energy here, to be honest with you, I feel like there is so much energy that you constantly feel daily. Now, while this energy cannot affect you, because remember, the weapons form, but they don't prosper. Right? So while you feel the energy of everything that goes against you daily, there's some kind of shield of protection. I feel like your spiritual wall of protection is up, is working. There's someone that has literally been taking their own spirit seriously. Imagine those times where you didn't take your spirit seriously, right? You let anybody into your heart. You let anybody into your life. You know, you trusted so many people. You really, you know, gave like, you know, everything in you to people that you already knew, you know, they were not willing to do those things, but you're an empath, you know, you're compassionate, you're loving, you're kind, you know, you're gentle. You're a person that, you know, you literally just love. And it's crazy because people like you that just love, it's like, you know, it's crazy because I feel like those are the people that, you know, find it hard to find love, right?
flavor of the world.
You know, because, you know, when you are a person that genuinely can vibrate in the energy of love and authenticity, people become so attracted to you, infatuated with you, that it begins to become hate, malice. I don't like this person, and they don't know why. See, a lot of the people that you deal with that think they don't like you, they're really infatuated with you. They really want to be in rooms with you. They really wish they could get close to you. They wish they could learn from you. They wish they understand. They, you know, I heard Spirit just say some of them even don't want to know what you smell like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they want to be in your presence, but they can't. Right? So it's not that these people, you know, you ever met a person and you like, you ever met somebody, you ever heard somebody say something stupid like this? Girl, I don't like her. Or boy, man, I don't like him. You be like, why? I don't know. It's just something about him. I'm like, that gotta be the stupidest answer I ever heard in my life. What? But you know, we are a reflection. You know, we are a reflection of what we put out. So when we put out this kind of energy, we have to understand that we have to be low vibrational inside. If someone asks you why you don't like a person, I don't know, I just don't like them. You don't like yourself.
Something wrong.
You just don't like yourself. That person probably looks better than you, probably smells better than you, you know, or maybe the person doesn't look better than you, because that'd be a problem too. Some people don't look better than you, but their energy is so much more attractive than people are more attracted to them than you, and you look better than them, right? That's how it goes sometimes, right? Because you could be very beautiful with ugly energy and you are no longer attractive, baby. Like, you know, I'll be like, ew, you know, right? So, you know, you have to understand that these are the things that you deal with on a daily basis, you know. Give yourself some credit, you know. Lift yourself up sometimes. You have to be like, you know, I'm a strong soldier. I'm here with my soldiers, right? Because it takes for you every day to boot up, armor up, gear up, right? To step out and know that there are people that literally don't like you because you have sauce inside of you that you didn't put there.
To be real.
Imagine that, right? Imagine having a sauce inside of you that you didn't even put there, right? The sauce that everybody picked on you from when you were a child.
I got that song on my head.
To be real.
Thank you. What you know, what you feel.
It's got to be real.
To be real, got to be real, got to. Somebody like that you like that at some point in your life. Somebody's
mother or something.
It's somebody, and somebody got that in your mind. You, right now, you looking at the screen like,
hey,
look. This is for somebody, a specific person. It says brave spirit, gentle, shares with others. 5 of Cups in reverse to the 6 of Pentacles. I don't know who you are, but you have a beautiful spirit, right? Brave spirit, 5 of Cups in reverse. Now, when you're a person like that, right, you can have a whole lot of things that you care to not remember. I'm going to be honest with you. A brave spirit is a person that has endured a lot. You have went through some things. 5 of Cups in reverse, that's showing me things you don't want to think about.
Ooh, you know that just hurt.
You don't, it's like, and I just want to be real with you, right? As gentle as you are, and as much as you share with others, right? And as much as you give to others, 6 of Pentacles, right? You got to give yourself time to delve into those cups and look into your past, right? Because certain traumas, until we confront them, we can't really get past them, right? Like, I know you brave. I feel you. I feel somebody like, yeah, my ancestors, what? You know, all that kind of energy. But we only got so long in these human avatars, y'all. And the body can only withstand so much. We only have a certain amount of energy, all of us, right? From the time you born until the time you go, you only have a certain amount of energy. So as you begin to share with others like you're doing, and you're giving to others, and you're very gentle, and you're showing up brave, right? You're showing up brave. But the only thing that concerns me, right, is when your past show up in your mind, it's some things you didn't sort out, and you delaying that part. You're not really sorting them out the way that you know that you should. There's some things, right? So I see a lot, but I'm not gonna say a lot right here. You know, personal readings are available, right? And it's not about money at this point. We really deal with sincerity and genuine behavior, right? And we three call divine every spirit that we connect with. So just know we gonna know who you is and what's going on. But for somebody, a read may be advised, because I feel you. You know, you have a braveness about you, and you went through some things. But let's just say it's some areas that I feel like it's some things in your past, some traumas that you haven't given yourself time to really sit down and revisit, right? And this could take therapy, and if not therapy, it's going to take spiritual surrender on a serious level, where you're going to have to let your guides show you. You have to be willing to tap in and get the message from your spirit team or therapy.
So I heard Panda. So I don't know if someone ate Panda Express for lunch, dinner, if someone wore some Panda Dunks, or if you wore black and white today. I don't know, something significant about Panda, the Panda Bear, the shoes, Panda Dunks, or someone ate Panda Express. I'm really saying like the Panda Express, someone ate like some food. Okay. But I don't know, I'm going to just use these same 3 cards I got here. I feel like these are good to keep talking about. We got strength. You know, strength is an energy that, you know, that's an energy that you get from the Most High, because, you know, some days I don't always feel strong, right? But when I pray, when I meditate, when I remember where I come from, I feel strength. So, the power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. And I feel like, you know, that's what's happening right now. We're being linked. You know, we're coming together as a tribe, strong, strength. You know, they say there's power in numbers.
Whoa.
Right? So I feel like the collective is being pushed together because there's a strength in the numbers, right? Each one, teach one, something like that. Lean on me.
I heard a song. There's power in the name of Jesus. There is power. Y'all playlist playing. Somebody playlist playing through my head.
Jesus, right? Break
every chain.
Barrier.
Break every chain.
Look.
Break every
Hello?
chain.
We got barrier, remember?
There's an army rising.
Come on now.
Yeah, somebody that's part of your playlist.
Come on now. It says find ways around obstacles to happiness. Of course you already know. Listen, nothing in your life is ever going to be easy. It hasn't been easy all of these years, and I wouldn't expect for it to be easy the years to come. You know, when you're chosen for a mission and a purpose, I ain't never seen no prophet have an easy time. I was, you know, even when, you know, look at how they had to walk so many places. They had to endure so much, right? And you will too. Why? Because what's the difference? You know, you're doing the same work. You're out here doing the same thing. And see, you are someone's hope. When you go through these things and you are resilient, when you persevere, when you show strength, when you overcome challenges and obstacles and things like that, you are, you are an example. I'm here a
Teaching lessons.
poster child.
You teaching lessons.
Yeah, I just heard poster child, right? You are a poster child for the divine. You know, you're showing people what it's like to be a part of the kingdom. You're showing people that, yeah, I may have been a broken child. Yeah, I could have been a broken teen. Yeah, I could have been strung out on DRUG. Yeah, I could have been a low vibrational person. Yeah, I could have did these things. Yeah, I could have been in jail. Yeah, I could have did this. But look at me now. See, you are an example of what the Most High is. Okay?
Yeah. Break every chain.
Break every chain. Justice. You know, justice is here. This is fairness, equality, balance, cause and effect. You know, this is balance. This is like, life, truth, consequences. This is you reaping the benefits of the things you've been sowing. This is like, think about it. When you did wrong, when you did bad things, some of them came up quick and you got caught, and then some of them, they still linger, right? Same thing with good things. You're doing good things, and maybe you're not seeing everything happen right now, but all that good soil, right? All that good soil that you've been putting down.
Hey, just like that bad stuff ran you down. You remember all that bad you used to do? It ran you down.
Yep.
Landed somebody was behind bars in that energy. Somebody, But just know you're good, it runs you down the same way.
Yep.
It's like, wow, God just gave me a beautiful perspective of life. You know how when we be doing bad and then we stop doing bad, we be just looking around and like, right. I know karma coming, right? But it's like that too. When you do a bunch of good and then you get to that point, you get to that point where you like, man, I don't feel like being good no more. Like, I've been doing good all this. And then you look around and the good done ran you down now, you know what I'm saying? It's the same, it's vice versa.
Yeah.
We live in a dual universe. So it says innovation, learning to forgive, and then it says soar, right? And it reminds me of a song that I wrote. I said, 8 of Cups with it, moving on up with it. Life gritty, but you gotta get tough with it, right? And then look what comes out. The 8 of Cups to the 10 of Wands, right?
Oh yeah, that's a perfect example.
And pen this. Life gritty, and you got tough with it. When you 8 of Cups to the 10 of Wands, right? I really like that energy because first of all, 8 of Cups screams of abandoning a way of doing something. And this 10 of Wands says there's always another way to do something. Look at that. Right? So what you did was you decided to soar. Innovative, right? More than one way to skin a cat. That's innovative, right? Innovation. You felt that. Learning to forgive, that's your secret superpower. Somebody got the sauce.
We got superpowers.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something about the super sauce, right? On a spiritual tip, guess what? The major ingredient in the super sauce is forgiveness.
Come on now.
They give you the super sauce.
Come on.
Nobody even know the recipe.
That's real.
Because don't nobody really want to try forgiveness.
It's hard.
But in the sauce, when you learn how to forgive, it brings you into an eminent 8 of Cups. You move right up. Past the point where you was at, learning to forgive, you done left one level. Because look, somebody, when you was trapped in that circle of unforgiveness, you was being battered. And it was wise people that stood by you. And it was like, if that person learned how to forgive, they'd be all right? People knew that you should have been forgave yourself. That's what your 10 of Wands was. People sat around and watched you carry the burden of unforgiveness towards self. And that's a hard burden. And people, they have no choice but to watch you carry that. Because can't nobody convince you to forgive yourself. They only can watch from afar. And some wise people, they know. They'll say, man, that person would be a whole lot better if they forgave themselves. Maybe they could start over if they really forgave themselves for some of the things that they done, right? Or they allowed people to do to them. They still hold, Now, you found that, learned to forgive. Now, guess what? Another level. They don't remember you now. You non-existent. That's a timeline shift. Literally. See, what happens in life, pen this, y'all, and write it down. When you live in the energy of unforgiveness, everything in your world is responding to that energy that you send off. So you known to the whole universe, the animals, the birds, even your dog, right? Your dog is looking at you as a person of unforgiveness. It reeks off of you, right? You carry the stench of unforgiveness. A dog can sniff it, right? Now, when you truly find forgiveness, your energetic perspective changes. Now you emanate something different in the universe. Even to your dog, you wear the energy of forgiveness. That's 8 of Cups. That's invisible super sauce. You moving your 10 of Wands with it. So soar. You don't have to tell nobody your business, right? Don't nobody supposed to be there when you make your prayers, but you and the Most High. Leave it at that. I know somebody you being accused of doing all type of things in the dark, right? But you really pray to God. That's who you really pray to. I know you wear your little crystals and stuff. You got your little aesthetics. You even witchy a little bit. Or warlocky, right? But in the secret confines of your heart, you pray to an authentic and genuine source that preserves you. And people don't get it. I understand. But just keep forgiving them. Because that's your secret sauce. Yeah.
Somebody could be visiting the National Harbor.
Which one?
Like you going from DC to Maryland?
Oh, not the inner harbor.
No. No, you're going from DC to Maryland. It looks just like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about with the dolphins. The inner harbor is nice, too. Like, I think we got one of the best. We
Aquariums.
got Chesapeake and Bow. You ever seen them? They
Oh, you
very
talking about the
smart.
dolphins?
Yeah, they super smart.
Down at the National Aquarium.
Chesapeake and Bow.
They've been down there a long time.
They are
I think they've been down
smart.
there since I was a child.
They like humans. And you know what about the one thing I learned about Chesapeake and Bow? They were dolphins, just from studying them. Certain children, they respond to them different. Like, no lie. Like, they move and dance, and they respond on command, and they zoom around a pool.
Well, I
right?
think if you were to pass away in the water, they would push you to towards.
They smart. They come out. They talk. And, they make sounds, right? But certain children,
I like the
they
show.
would come over and they would just stay right there by that child. You know what I'm saying? And then they got their picks.
Well,
all right, y'all. That was the
that
show.
was your message. We love you guys so much. We hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you guys enjoyed the message. Make sure you hit the bell notification so that you're notified the next time we're here. Hit the thumbs up, hit the love, all that good stuff. Make sure you follow the page so that you are aware when we come back with more videos. We'll see you guys next time. We're Elemental Beings. We love you.